IOE 413 Health Systems Modeling Study Guide. Part A of this question asks you to name the English philosopher who published the book Utilitarianism. That's John Stuart Mill, who lived from 1806 to 1873. Part B asks you to explain why utilitarianism is relevant to mathematical programming models in healthcare. Well, consider a model in which x sub I is a decision variable that takes on the value of 1 if person I gets treated and 0 otherwise. And c sub I is the benefit to person I of being treated. Well, clearly the benefit to person 1 of being treated is c sub 1, x sub 1. Right, there's no benefit if the person isn't treated. That's x sub 1 would be 0, so x sub 1 equals 0 times c sub 1 would be 0. But if the person 1 is treated, then the benefit to that person is c sub 1. Okay, makes sense. And that's true all the way up to the nth person, t sub n, x sub n. The problem is we don't know what to maximize. All of these are independent utilities, one for each person. So in math programming, where you'd like to minimize or maximize some sum of weighted decision variables, we don't know what to do with this. What we would want to get for a math program is we would like to be able to write something like maximize z is equal to the sum from I equals 1 to n of c sub I, x sub I. Well, how do we get from here to there? And the answer is utilitarianism. Because utilitarianism, in short, is the idea of maximizing the greatest good for everybody. Okay, it is, and as it is often stated, the principle of the greatest good for the greatest number. So when you start saying we're going to maximize the benefit to everybody, then you can sum over everybody. You can sum from I equals 1 to n. So utilitarianism is important in optimization models because it allows us to go from these individual discrete benefits, otherwise known as utilities, to individual people, and combine them together into a sum which allows us to do things like linear programming.